important when we talk about the agent experience also. So therefore, more and more companies or organizations, they prefer to have their own agents rather than to go for BPO center, because they think there will be more control, and also there will be easier for them to to motivate the agents for their works here.
I see. So I've this is talking about the headset. We have a question last week regarding this one. One participant asking how long it takes for us to replace new headset. Yeah, since maybe some of people agent keep using headset for a long time, as long as it's not broken, so they keep using it even that.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I have an experience when I first joined the headset business for 10 years ago. First time I go to visit our customer, actually it's our call center customer. He said, Kinson, I have a question. I got an issue on the headset, and can you help me to have a check? And he bring with the headset, bring out the headset to me, and I check. Oh, sorry, I can't really recognize this headset during the training. Then I back and asked my manager at that time. My manager said, wow, this model is 10 years ago. So yeah, actually what I suggested is maybe normally from the statistics, actually the life cycle of the corded headset actually is around 4 to 5 years. Although our warranty period is 2 years, but most of the customers, they can use the corded headset for around 4 to 5 years. And after 4 to 5 years, actually, what the agent is experiencing is actually the volume of the headset will decrease. So that's the meaning. That's the reason why maybe after 6 years or 7 years, when the agents change for a new headset, they will find that wow, the new headset, the technical technology has improved a lot because the sound seems more clear, more louder, but actually, honestly, in speakerphone size, in speaker size, actually the technology didn't improved a lot in this 10 to 12 years. But of course, the microphone do have a great improve. But for the speaker side, actually, not a great improvement in this 10 to 12 years. But actually, what is the difference is because after using the headset for 6 years or 7 years, actually the speakerphone volume will be decreasing. Okay. So I will suggest that actually the call center or BPO center, they can exchange to a new headset for maybe 5 years as a regular exchange. But we do find that there is some problem because most of the call center or BPO center, they will look at headset as kind of accessories, just like mouse, just like keyboard. You will not suddenly change the mouse 5 years or every 6 years. You will use it until it didn't work or you lose it. So this is one of the problem, and no one is counting Kinson's headset has already used it for 5 years. It is time to change it. No one is doing this kind of document or this kind of record. So actually Poly will help the agents to do this kind of things, not by human, but actually by management tools, cloud-based management tools. To every time the management, they can click in that platform and check how long, for example, Kinson is using for his headset. So this is one of I would call proactive supporting to the agents.
Okay. A quick question for you.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Kinson, so if a Poly headset has got a 5-year lifespan and you can track that, what do you suggest is the optimal maintenance cycle for it? So depending on the model, of course, changing mouthpieces, changing earpieces or whatever, cleaning, maintenance. So can you sort of explain again what might be the best practice around those?
Yeah, actually, honestly, we don't do much thing to change the speakerphone, change the mic, because nowadays most of the models of call center headset, they can't really change anything. Yeah,
I was
but
talking about the mouthpieces in terms of the pads and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Actually, for example, the ear cushion of the speaker,
Ear cushions, yeah.
yes. We will suggest that actually for a call center environment, it is better for you to change the ear cushion every 1 year. Every 1 year for the ear cushion. Yeah, because ear cushion sometimes it will have some depreciation, and in a call center environment, the agent will use it every day. So actually, we will suggest that there will be a regular change of the ear cushion for every years. So this is one of the suggestion from us. And for the cleaning of the mic boom, actually we only suggested maybe the users can use some wet tissue to clean up the mic boom. Maybe every week is good enough. So yeah, not really some kind of maintenance for the headset, but because what I'm saying is some of the agents, their headset didn't work. Not most likely is not because of the performance or the durability of the headset, but sometimes the users is not using the headset in a really proper way. For example, when we talk about taking off the headset, actually the official way to taking off the headset is just holding the speaker and then take it off. Yeah, but most of the user actually how they taking off the headset is just grab the mic boom and then take it off like this. Yeah, so what we are trying to improve in terms of our design on the headset is we are making some flexible mic boom. For example, I just have a simple demonstration. Actually, our mic boom can do it like this.
I see. And
Yeah.
a question for you, Kinson.
Yeah.
Do you ever have a survey to the agent? Are they happy if we change the headset?
Sorry. Are they
happy if we change their headset regularly?
Yes, of course. Especially for the headset, which for the new headset, actually they should have a better volume. And also, what we are on headset, there is a trend. We have a technology in the market is called ANC, active noise cancellation. It's nothing about the microphone, helping the user to block out the noise for them. So actually, some of the call center nowadays, ANC active noise cancellation is like a quite premium technology. Most applied to some B2C headset because when you enjoy the music, you want to block out the noise around you. So actually, we have a headset which adopted this active noise cancellation technology into a corded headset. So nowadays, some of the our customer from call center, they are requesting this kind of headset. So even the user is working at home in a really noisy environment, the headset will help them to block out the noise for the user. So yeah, although as I mentioned that for the speaker side, the volume, the sound quality side, actually for call center headset, it didn't have huge improvement in these years. But actually, we are adding some more function and features to help the agency, no matter where they are experiencing the same environment when they're working. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Kinson. I beg.
A question for
Yeah, go ahead.
Kinson again around
Yeah.
what he said. Kinson, so when as we know, every household is different, and the noise levels in each household is different.
Yeah.
of course, it's very difficult to measure noise levels when you're in a house,
Yeah.
but what is the optimal sound level that you can use your headsets in? So, for instance, I know that my colleague, he has got two teenage kids, and they
Yeah.
turn up their sound, so
Yeah.
you can hear their music down the street. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is the kind of, first of all, from a technical perspective, at
Yeah.
what level of dB,
Mm.
what dB levels
Mm.
should you have around the house to make sure that you can use the headset properly?
Yeah, actually, from our technology, we have a technology is called acoustic fence technology, which I'm going to share also in my presentation. But maybe I can share with you the screen to give you actually a picture on it. Actually, our noise cancellation is not depends on how much dB
Right.
that the environment has. But we are, for example, if we are using a headset with the acoustic fence
Yes.
technology, actually on the headset is not only one microphone. We have
Right.
at least 4 microphones. So what this microphone is doing is only one microphone is collecting my voice, but the rest of the microphone is collecting the sound around you. So
Right.
the microphone themselves will do the comparison. Yeah, what is the different frequency between this main microphone, which is capturing the user's voice, and other microphones which capturing the noisy in the background. So after this comparison, they will digitally cancel all the noise. So you may find that is crystal clear to clear the noise around you, the backgrounds. So actually, yes, I understood before. Actually, even the entry level headset nowadays, I mean the enterprise headset nowadays, they are using an old technology is called noise cancellation microphone. So that noise cancellation microphone can normally delete the noise from your background around 20 dB. 20 dB. For example, if your background noise is 80 dB, so that noise cancellation microphone, I mean the old technology, can help to lower down that 80 dB to 60 dB. So therefore, your voice can stand out. But for the new technology, for example, that our acoustic fence technology, actually, this technology is no matter how noisy you are, because we have several microphones to monitor, to recognize which one is noisy, which one is the main voice of the speaker. So this technology is latest one and helping to clean up really all the background noise for the agents or for the user. Yeah.
Right. Right. That's very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to defect. I mean that you're talking about that well-being, for remote worker. Yeah, because Chin already explained a lot of thing about the headset. Let's talk about the remote worker for this well-being. How do you want to highlight about that? What we can do and what do you think?
Right. So let me share my screen because I think that might be how
Or you
this.
want to start to present?
I
Something?
just want to show you. I just want to show you a couple of slides where we can talk about the challenges for the um, for the remote worker, for the hybrid worker.
Yes.
And that way we can talk about it. Where is my there we are. Let's hope I can just give me a second. Hang on, I'm not sure which screen of mine you're seeing. Are you seeing my right? So I'll talk a little bit more about remote ability and our remote work tool, but what we've now got about 85,000 users globally. And we are tracking some of the challenges that the individual is facing. And we've been able to classify them into 4 kind of different areas. One is 30% of these challenges are work-related challenges. The other is around the home office. And then home office means the work environment, your table, your desk, all of that kind of stuff. And then you have everybody is different. Everybody's person is different. And then our personality is also quite different. Right? We have certain characteristics and we have certain personalities. And I'll explain a little bit more in this slide. I don't know if you can you see the slide properly?
Yeah, I can see it. But it's better if you can slideshow.
Yes, slideshow. Yeah.
It's better.
Slideshow is coming up. There we are.
It's nothing.
All of this, right?
Here's the.
Can you see it?
Black. Yeah. No. It's. You are in different.
Yeah, you are.
Sorry.
We are looking at the presenter mode. Yeah, presenter mode.
Yeah.
Okay, but can you see the? Or is it just black?
No.
We can see the slide.
You can see the
but
slide
in the presenter mode. Yeah.
Presenter mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So sorry. So is it vertical or do you want me to change it?
Okay. Just back.
Just back.
And slideshow.
Okay. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Let me. I might just. Excuse me a sec. Let me just get rid of this if I can get rid of it.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. But you can. Is it visible on my screen?
Yeah, this one is better. Yeah, this one is better.
Sounds better?
Yeah.
Right. So I'm not sure what's happened here, but okay. That's better?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So what we're really seeing here, as I said to you, is a couple of challenges related to the work. So some of the challenges are when you're working from home, there are some reduced supervision and direction. So managing these people quite different. When you're working from home, it's not like being in an office where you can see your boss down the end of the corridor and you can go up and talk to them. Or you have some friends that you can go up and talk to. Today, collaboration tools are allowing you to do that, but yet, even though you might see your CEO online, you can't really go and talk to him. But in a physical environment, you can. Having said that, even to communicate across the different channels is a bit of a challenge, right? The other challenge for many people is not necessarily depending on if it's a BPO servicing different parts of the world, for instance, there are some communication and time zone challenges. One important area that people are not really focusing on is those unclear performance metrics. So you might be told from an agent perspective, they tend to have fairly clear performance metrics, but from a team leader or beyond that, believe it or not, the performance metrics are not very clear, except for the fact that you have to be online, right?
Yeah.
And that's also a bit of a challenge, right? Before I go, I want to deal with what's called technology hiccups. So what we have found is, say across Australia and New Zealand, about 6 or 7% of the time, the agent is having an issue with connectivity or applications not working or their networks being down. right? When it comes to outside of Australia and New Zealand, we find that it's actually much higher, right? Along with the fact that even though, Kinson, I'm sure you'll like to hear this, but even though we've been working remote or hybrid, although we have upgraded our headsets and the technology that we have around that, there's still 30% of organizations and people that are still holding on to the old stuff. And that's impacting agent experience, right? So you have the problem of telecommunication supply chain challenges, right? And then you also have this problem of old headsets and old and of course the other important area is around your workspace. So when you don't have the right workspace and the right setup, working off your bed or kitchen table is okay for a little while, but then after that, it presents a lot of other challenges, right? And hazards as well. In this work environment as well, one of the greatest issues is that, or we know, for instance, our data is telling us that between 12 to, depending on which part of the world you are in, between 8 to about 18% of people cannot work from home because of different challenges. So either they might have relationship issues, or there are children around, or their sisters, or they've got nephews and nieces and all of that, in a household, or the next door neighbor might be doing some renovations or has big factories around. So there are some interesting personal challenges for many people, right? And in some cases, of course, it's because it can be fairly abusive as well and quite dangerous for them to work from home, right? So one of the management practices that's happening is, once you understand some of those personal challenges, and there are ways of understanding that, because nobody's going to come and tell you that my husband's hitting me or my wife's hitting me or whatever, but there are organizations actually doing different things.
Okay, thank you, Deepak. Or it seems that it's time for us to give you time to present. So let's start with Kinson Chin to present about the headset. Yeah, and then we will move back again talking about this remote working. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Kinson Chin.
Sure. And there's a questions in the chat box about the boom conduction headsets. Actually, for this one, I'm not suggesting for a call center environment. Actually, this kind of boom conduction headset actually is good for sport. For example, you're jogging or running in the street, it will help because even you are listening to the music by this kind of headset, but you can still hear the sound from in your environment. But actually, for a call center environment, the speakerphone itself not only playing some sound or voice to you, but also it is helping you to block out some noise. So if we are using a boom conduction headset, actually it is hard for the agency to concentrate to their works. So that's why there's no boom conduction headset for this many years. There's no this kind of headset in the call center environment. Yeah. I hope it can answer your questions. Let me share my screen first. Yeah. Can you see my screen now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. Very good.
Cool. Yeah, before I jump to the introduction of our products and also solution, and also today I will talk about how Poly's headset is protecting the hearing or health of the agents. But I would like to share with you about the new trends on call center after the pandemics or these years. Actually, the first one is most of our call center solutions is changing from physical desktop phone to PC-based platform. So actually, this is a good news for us because to collecting for using a physical desktop phone, we can't really collecting some data, or it will be a bit hard for us to collecting some data for some traditional desktop phone. But actually, for PC basis, actually there's more opportunities and more function and features will come. And the second one is, as we always talk about, we are changing from a traditional working environment to a hybrid working environment. So we are not only working in call center, but also we are working at home or even sometimes in coffee shop also. And so many and more people is concerning about the noise cancellation because we are not only working in call center, in office, but work at home. So the working environment is quite complex when we are working from home. They may got a dedicated room with a really quiet environment, but some of the agents may not have. So actually, the noise cancellation will be a focus on the call center also. And also, the world is changing. Before the pandemics, actually, most of the call center agent they are using a mono headset. That means 1-ear headset. But nowadays, globally, actually, over 80% of people, not only call center, but also UC platform user, they are using stereo or 2-ear headset because they want to concentrate to their call. And new platform is raising. As I mentioned, we are changing from physical desktop phone to PC based. So actually, Microsoft Teams or Zoom, they are engaging. They are coming to the market, and also they are telling the market that their solution is not only for office use, but their solution can be used in call center also. So actually, there's many platforms nowadays is supporting call center environment. The last one is about AI and data collection. So how can we get more and more customer information or customer data from the call center? For example, what that end customer, their preference or their favorite food. Actually, this kind of AI adoption or data collection is happening in call center environment. So nowadays, call center sometimes it is not a expense, but sometimes they are creating some value to the organization also. Yeah. First of all, I will share with you some of our new headset to cater the trend of the call center. Actually, you may know the Anchor Pro series, but actually, we are upgrading this Anchor Pro series also. What we are doing is the outlook, the appearance is it didn't change. We are still using some premium materials to design this headset, so it is still durable. But what we are doing is we are getting Microsoft Teams certification. So actually, it will be a better control if the customer is using Teams, and also we are Zoom certified model also. So no matter the customer is changing from to Teams or Zoom, actually our headset can provide the best user experience too. And you may find that the collection is, the USB connectivity is changed. Before, actually, when the customer purchase a headset, they need to consider whether they need a USB-A or USB-C. So, but nowadays, we are experiencing a transaction from USB-A to USB-C. What Poly is doing is we are combining this USB-A and USB-C all together in one collector, so that the procurement or even the user, they don't need to worry about whether I got a USB-A connector or USB-C connector for my laptop at home. So no matter what kind of PC or laptop they are using, no matter this old laptop, old PC, or new laptop, new PC, actually our headset is ready to connect to the USB-A or USB-C connector. And this one, as usual, our devices is durable, and we have a noise cancellation microphone to cater or helping the users to cancel the noise from his background or environment. Actually, we have two wearing style. One is 2 year, one is 1 year, but also we have another model which is also in Anchor Pro 500 series. But nowadays, as I mentioned, we care about the agent's experience, and also I can tell that most of the youngsters nowadays they don't like the overhead headset because it will destroy their hearing style. Because the youngster, maybe they will have a dating or parties after work, and they don't happy with the headset because I set a really good hearing style for party or dating after work, but the headset will totally destroy it. So what we are doing is we are suggesting this Anchor Pro 545, which all the accessory is included in the box. So some of the user, they may think that I'm quite traditional. I would like to have an overhead headset. Then they can choose this kind of overhead headset. But some of the users, they set a really good hearing style, and I don't like to have an overhead headset. Actually, they can use the accessory included in the box to change it in a ear hook wearing style or even a lap band wearing style. So this one I will highly recommend it. If overhead headset is always an issue or a complaint from the agent, maybe you can try this model as it is quite unique in the market. We are the only brand which is doing this kind of flexible wearing style models in the market. And also, as I mentioned before, actually the noise cancellation is quite important nowadays. So I can find that some of the call center or BPO center, they are willing to invest to a more premium headset. For example, our Backwire 8225, actually in some of the call center in Southeast Asia and Korea, actually they are switching from a traditional call center headset to this kind of, premium corded headset. This Backwire 8225 is quite new to the market. It not only getting the noise cancellation microphone, but it has the ANC, active noise cancellation also. So active noise cancellation is helping to block out the rear end noise for the user. That means when I'm in a really noisy environment, I put on this headset. The active noise cancellation can help me to block out part of the noise around me. So this is what we call rear end noise cancellation. But we do have premium far end noise cancellation also for this headset. Far end noise cancellation means that even I'm in a really noisy environment, I have call and my audience or my opposite side can't really hear my noise. So this is far end noise cancellation. So this one, we adopted a technology called acoustic fans. As I mentioned before, there is 4 microphones in this headset to help to cancel the noise. And also for this headset, we have a busy light here. So if you are in a call, actually your colleague or your family member will know that, oh, he's in the call. Because sometimes even we are attending a call, but we are not talking. So our colleague or our family member will think that we are just listening to the music and start to talk to us. So actually this BC light is helping them to helping the user to show the others that I'm in the call, please don't disturb me. So this one is quite a useful small function. And this is kind of some information, some function and feature of this headset. But what I would like to emphasize is the acoustic fans. And I'm going to share with you, sorry, I just a video to talk about this acoustic fans. But just wait a minute. Share some screen too. Yeah. Okay, let me.
Let's explore acoustic fence technology, available on a variety of Poly headsets. Acoustic fence technology ensures you are heard clearly by those on the other end of the call. What happens when your dog suddenly barks? Or your partner or colleague is talking a bit too loudly nearby? You either hit mute or apologize for the noise. That's why Poly created Acoustic Fence, a technology that isolates sounds based on their location. Sounds that are close to the headset, namely your voice, are protected. Sounds and voices that are further away are blocked. Headsets with Acoustic Fence technology rely on several microphones to pull this off. The primary microphone focuses on your voice. The rest of the microphones aim outward to capture distracting sounds and subtract them from the call. The result is an acoustic fence that protects your voice and keeps unwanted sounds out of your conversation.
So
let's explore.
So this is how acoustic fence works, and I have prepared another video to show you what is the result of using this acoustic fence technology.
When it comes to communication, the clarity of your voice is critical for your listeners. So how do you keep nearby sounds from entering the headset microphone and competing with your voice? That's acoustic fence technology. The Voyager Focus 2 is equipped with an array of 4 spatially aware microphones. It all begins with the microphone on the end of the boom. This microphone lets the rest of the mics know the most critical sound to protect, your voice. The other microphones, located on the outside of the boom and on each ear cup, are like the bodyguards. They focus their attention on your voice, then detect which noises should not enter. Let's do a quick demo to show the power of this technology. Whether you're dealing with a loud talker in the office or a nearby kitchen appliance, you need your voice to stand out. Now, here's my voice on the new Voyager Focus 2 headset. The result is truly remarkable. Your voice can be heard clearly in noisy environments. That's the power of acoustic fence technology by Poly.
Yeah, actually, this is the how it works of acoustic fence. As you can see in the video, actually before we only adopting this technology in some wireless devices. Because wireless devices, sometimes the user is using out of office or even in an outdoor environment. So the environment should be more messy or more noise around. So before we are adopting this technology in wireless devices, but we found that there is many lists or many requirements saying that even I'm in indoor, I'm in office or I'm at home, it is even noisier than the outdoor. So that's why we are also adopting this acoustic fence technology in one of our premium corded devices, which is called Bedwire 8225. So actually, if you are really interested to this model, after this call, you may contact me or tetapi, and actually we can arrange the testing units for you so that you can touch and feel how the acoustic fence works. Yeah, and I finished my presentation on hardware part, but actually today I will also share with you the management tools that Poly can provide to you to manage your headset, which is called the PolyLens. Actually, this one is a cloud-based solution to manage the headset, because as you know, nowadays sometimes we're working from home and it is hard for us to manage the headset, how to do the firmware update, how to know how long Kinson's headset has been used, and even it is hard for the management to know if the user is using your headset also, because they are working from home. Maybe, as I mentioned, some of the youngsters, they don't like overhead headset. So when they work from home, they will just throw the headset that the management giving to them. They're just using maybe the headset from Apple, from Sony, or even the true wireless headset for their daily work. But actually, for that kind of uncertified devices, the noise cancellation sometimes is really, really bad. And then it will affect the performance of the agent also, or the user experience, not only for the agent, but also the end customers. No end customer is willing to talk to the agents in a really noisy environment. So it will be an issue. And how the management can make sure that their agent is using the right headset, actually the Polylens can help with it, which is a cloud-based platform, our Polylens. Actually, all the data will push to our cloud, and the management, I mean the admin or manager, they can log in a platform and check the data they want. Actually, we have many different reports which can provide it to the management or the manager. For example, the device adoption rate. For example, is Kinson using the headset, and how many times or how many hours he is using the headset. This kind of data can be captured, and also, for example, some of the call center or BPO center, they will stock up some of devices. Actually, this Polylens can help you to take a record on the inventory also. And most important is the user using some incompatible product. As I mentioned, sometimes they are using, maybe when they work from home, they are using Apple, they are using Sony. How to cater this issue? Actually, our system can tell you what kind of headset the user is using. And also the policy compliance, because for headset, there's many settings that the user can be set. But some of the organizations, they want to give a standard on the setting of the headset. So actually, Polylens can help them to create this kind of standardizations. And also the soft phone adoptions, some of the, this one may be more suitable for the UC user, Unified Communication user, because some of the organization, they are use Teams and Zoom at the same time. So this soft phone adoption can tell you how many times the user is using Zoom, how many times the user is using Teams. So it will be information that the management can see Teams or Zoom, which one is better for their future use. And also some of the user activities and also the version status. For example, to the firmware update, we can use this kind of centralized management tools to push all the firmware update to the users, even they are not in the office. So what today I would like to share more with you about the user activities. Actually, there's many reports to show you what is the behavior of the user. For example, we can the Polylens can tell you how much time the agent mute their microphone. So it is quite important information. So why the agent need to mute? Sometimes it means he need to find support, or he or she need to check some more information to answer the questions of the end customers. So if you found that there is an agent, for example, Kinson, he keep muting his mic during his call with the end customers, maybe a more training is needed for Kinson. So because in most of situation, actually the conversation of the agent has been recorded, but in most of the time, actually you will not hear or listen to that record until the end user get complaint. So, but sometimes when the end user get complaint, it will be too late. So actually we can have some this kind of user activities or user behavior report so that the manager can proactively cater the issue before something worse is happen. And another report is the over talking report. This report, as I showed it in my slide, actually it will show the several data. For example, how much the lead time for a conversation. Lead time means the agent is talking. The far talk means the end customer is talking. The orange one means over talk. Over talk is both the agent and the customer, they are both talking. Sometimes we will classify this over talk as a conflict between the agent and the end customers. And the final one is silence. No one is talking in the call. So this table can down to person. Down to a single agent. Actually, from this data, you may have some insight. How is the performance of the agents, even they are working from home. For example, if you found that Kinson is keep over talk with the customers, there should be some issue inside. So you can pick up the sounds record from Kinson's phone, and then you can have you can listen on it and find out what is the reason why Kinson is keep over talk with the customers. So this report is quite useful. As I mentioned, it can down to a single agent, and also it can down to a single call. So it is a really good data for the manager, even the user. The agent is work from home. Yeah, there is these tools can help the manager to monitor actually the performance or give some insight of the performance of the agents. So yeah, and I can share that this kind of management tools, which nowadays is free of charge. So actually, if you are interested on it, or even you would like to have a trial on it, just let us know. Actually, we can have a more detailed presentation or detailed sharing about this PolyLens solution. The final one that I would like to share today is the hearing protection. As I mentioned, health is important topics nowadays, and how headset is doing to protect the hearing of the agents. The first one is all of our call center headset, all of our enterprise headset. Actually, we have a ceiling on the sound that come from our speaker, which is 118 dB. Because we have some reporting, the sound which existing 120 dB will hurt our hearing, and this kind of hurt is not being recoverable. So actually, this is quite important for a headset to set up a ceiling or limit to 118 dB. So from our headset, low sound over 180 dB can be played from our headset. So we will, if there is a sound over 118 dB, we will push it down below 118 dB. So this arrangement can help to protect the hearing of the agent. But not only the hearing, some of the startle sound from the headset actually will affect the performance of the user also. Not the hearing, but if there is keeping some startle noise or sound from the headset, actually the agent will feel great pressure, high pressure, so it will affect their performance. So what we're doing is we have anti-startle protection. So all of the sound, the sudden sound which is over 102 dB, we will cut it under 102 dB. So therefore the user will not hear sudden or startle sound from our headset to comfort. The user will feel more comfortable and by using our headset to avoid this kind of startle sound or startle noise from the headset. And of course, we have another arrangement also. We have, as I mentioned, we have a PolyLens. Actually, the PolyLens can help you, for example, in a BPO center or call center, although over 85 dB or 80 dB sound will not affect your hearing, will not hurt your hearing. But if you are working in an environment which the sound level is over 85 dB or even 80 dB for 6 hours or even 8 hours, actually the users will feel huge pressure also after our day's works. So what we are doing is we can also through the poly lens to set up the ceiling of our headset. For example, if the agent, they need to work 8 hours continuously work a day, so you can set up the ceiling of the headset sound from 118 dB to 80 dB, so that even for our long working days, for example 8 hours or even more than 8 hours, the agent will not feel great pressure after work. So this is some of the arrangement from headset side to protect the agency, not only for health, but also their psychological weight. Yeah, actually, this is what I would like to share today.
Okay, thank you, Vincent. Same here. It's a lot of discussion about the technology, how fully manage what is the headset technology to protect agent. Actually, my question is how long actually agent is healthy for them to keep the headset. How long it takes before they need to take a rest?
Actually, normally we will suggest that the continuous working time will not more than 4 hours for my suggestions. But maybe after 4 hours, actually the agents can take, for example, 15 minutes break, or actually 4 hours. Sometimes the agents will go for lunch, just have a lunch and take a rest, and then it can continue to another 4 hours working. So this is what I suggested.
I see.
Like I said, yeah.
Yeah, so it's better for them. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Kinson, do you think that it's appropriate to have lots of our best practices tell us that every hour you take at least a 5-minute break?
Yes, actually, honestly, this will be a good choice, but sometimes for a call center, it is hard to arrange this kind of break time for the users. Actually, sometimes what we are sharing with the customer is trying to use the mono headset. Kinson, I'm now using is a 2-year headset, stereo headset. But what we normally suggest to the customers in a call center environment is trying to use 1-year headset, mono headset. So maybe every 1 hour you can change the
Position.
the using the ear that you are using. For example, this hour I'm using my right ear to hear the take the call, and after 1 hour I have to change, because our headset, the microphone can be changed the directions. So sometimes we will suggest to the customer, if they have low preference or their working environment is not that noisy, maybe mono headset is more suitable for call center environment. So therefore the user can change their using of ear to hear the call. So this is also one of my suggestions also. Of course, 5 minutes break for every hour should be a good choice, but sometimes it is a bit different for a really busy call center environment. Yeah. So that's why as I mentioned, for our headset, we can set the hard ceiling of the headset is 118 dB, but we can set up another ceiling of 85 dB or 80 dB for a really long working hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Kinson, does your software actually, is it able to track which year whether the agent has changed the headset from one year to the other?
No, we can't have this kind of checking. But we can actually the report. Actually, we can checking how loud the user is facing for their daily works. For example, this
Right.
call, yeah, the sound volume is 85 dB, and also the user is keep pressing the volume down, or even they are keep pressing the volume up button. Actually, we will collect this kind of data. So if you found that there's a user always keep pressing the volume up, maybe there is some issue on their hearing, or maybe there is some issue on the platform also. So we are providing this kind of data to the management so that they can take on it and find out what is happening in the solution. Yeah.
In your experience, Kinson,
Yeah.
what is the percentage of agents experiencing deafness over a period of a year?
Sorry, I don't have this kind of data, but actually I can guarantee that actually if the user is using our Poly's headset, actually if there is some issue on the hearing, we have this kind of white papers for the customers to
Right.
showing that our headset is already protecting the hearing of the users or agents. So if because sometimes the company will facing some legal suits from the employees about the maybe I got hurt my hearing, so it should be the responsibility of my organization or my employers. Actually, we can provide this kind of white paper to the organizations or managements to showing that our headset has already do all the things that we can protect the hearing of the agency. And actually, as I mentioned, the 120 dB, the sound over 120 dB will hurt the hearing. So we have this kind of hard ceiling to no sound is over 180 dB, 18 dB can be played in our headset. So we have this kind of white papers for the employers if they are facing this kind of legal suit.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in other words, you can actually, what you're really saying is that the headsets can actually track tinnitus. Now, you know what tinnitus is, right? The ringing in the ear.
Actually, we are not. But what we are doing is we can capture the data, how many dB that the headset is paying.
Right.
Is releasing from our headset to the agency. So we have this kind of data, but not the data that how our ears is happening. We don't have this kind of data, but we have the data from the headset.
Yeah, no, so and that's very important, Kinson, because you can use the data on your headset to, and if, for your instance, if you have people moving the volume up and down. Right. It basically, and the reason why we keep tracking some of that is because in a remote work environment, if they are constantly increasing the volume, it means that there's something wrong either with their network or the apps or whatever, or their headset, or they've got too much sound around them.
Exactly. Actually, what our Polylens can do is actually our API is opened. So some of the software providers, or which also providing some, for example, the monitoring software or data collection softwares. Actually, our Polylens, that data can be integrated with the software in the market. So some of our service provider, what they are providing is they are not providing our resellers, our partners is not providing really the platform of Polylens, but they are providing their own platform, their own software to the customer by using our data. So actually the end user, the agent or the management, actually they can only sign in our partners portal, and they can got all the information and also the analysis from the
Right.
single platform. So it is quite, useful, and it is decided for future. Because honestly, nowadays, not many customer is caring about this kind of data, but they will find that it is really hard for them to manage their agency if they are working from home. So some of the customer already realize that I need to have this kind of data or solutions to manage our agents. And even actually our devices, our platform can cater the IP that the user is using in order to tell the manager where the agent is. So this is some checking, so that it will provide tools for the manager to manage or support. Actually, is supporting their agent's work.
Right. Right.
Okay. Kinson, I just want to ask about, because recently you joined with HP and Poly. It seems that many notebook will be available with feature of Poly, and similar with what I did now. I use another brand, but now they have very good sound quality and microphone what is. So do you think that that in the plan of the Poly you are trying to move to that way to combine with the notebook of the HP?
Yes, actually, HP is a giant IT company which is doing the PC and laptop and also printing. And actually, what HP, the reason why HP would like to acquire Poly, it is because they would like to become the single endpoint solutions to hybrid working. So when we talk about hybrid working, what we need a laptop, at least we need a headset, we need a mouse, we need a monitor. And after the acquisition by HP, actually HP's product line nowadays can cater all of these kind of devices. Of course, even with the printer, when we work from home, sometimes we will need the printer also, and HP is doing printer, of course. So what is the concept behind is HP would like to provide, become the only endpoint vendor in our customers. And when the customer is facing some issues and they just need to call a hotline, and then we will give them the fully support. Because nowadays, even even Poly or even our competitors, sometimes if the customer facing some issue on using headset, it can't be connected to the laptop, and they call up the laptop provider, for example, Dell, HP, or what. Sometimes they get the answer, oh, this is not our issue. You better call the headset service provider. It is their issue. And some of the customer, then okay, I called the headset one and headset provider, after hearing the, after get the issues, the support will find that, this is nothing about the headset. We are just paying the voice from the laptop and collecting your voice and by microphone and put it into laptop. So this is not our issue. You better find the laptop one. So sometimes it is not really a problem on laptop or headset, but it is something about the integration between two devices. So if there is the issue from the integrations, then sometimes it will take maybe 1 month or 2 months for two vendors to work together and find out what is the issue and how to fix it. So what HP is trying to do is, now we are single vendor. We have no excuse to any issue that our customer is experiencing. So whatever the customer having this kind of issue, HP is there to support the customer. So actually, I think the concept is quite good. The single vendor for all the endpoints. Yeah.
Okay. So it's good to buy the notebook for HP and addition
Yeah.
the poly headset. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Especially for the call center, because call
Yeah.
center is really
Yeah. Sure.
fast environment. I got an issue, I want to fix it as soon as possible rather than wait for not even 1 week.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait even 1 day because this is my business. So yeah. So this is the beauty of the merge
Combination. Okay.
between HP and Poly.
Deepak, you want to present your slide or we
Look,
continue?
I mean, look, I suppose it just depends on what people want to hear, but we were talking about some of the challenges, and Kinson's covered importantly with the use of with his presentation how the poly headsets
Yeah.
attack
Your
some of
video,
the challenges.
your video is not on. You
Ah,
are.
sorry.
Okay.
Thank you for that. And I was playing around.
Well,
Yes, so well, look, I'm more than happy to share some of the I guess some of what's happening in the market or some of these challenges if for both individuals and organizations. And also I think what people don't fully also understand is that there are now some global standards, and although and actually HP as well as some of the others are moving towards a consolidated approach to what are the standards required for hybrid and work from home. So yeah, let me first of all very quickly then just complete what I showed before.
okay, go ahead.
Right, can you see the screen?
Yeah, it's better now.
Right. I made a slight change, but what you can see again, if you remember, I talked about the 4 different main areas for individuals working from home, right? Someone's got their mic on. Now, funnily enough, some of the other challenges that individuals also have is not only is really bad health habits, right? So when you're working from home, what the International Research Health Research Agency has found is that 1 in 3 of us don't change clothes or don't have a shower every day, right? Which is very interesting if you're working from home, and that begins to impact the way you work. It impacts your productivity, so it's very important to ensure that you got the right health habits, right? When you're working from home, a lot of people, at least a third of people, don't actually do that. The other important piece for when we are working hybrid is that you want to make sure that there is a distinct line between work and home. So when you are working, you're working, and if you can close the room and work, that's when it is. After that, you need to go out and do something. Of course, one of the good things of working from home is being able to work, stop, do something, and then come back, do some cooking and come back. I do a bit of that, right? And come back, right? However, you have to have a clear delineation between work and home. So it's very important for a lot of people to actually, when they get up in the morning for work, that they actually change from their night clothes into home clothes, into office clothes. It's very, very important, even though you're not going to be seen by your customer. So from an agent's perspective, making sure that some of these things, that you give them a little checklist, that there are communications around making sure that they've got the right workstation set up, that they take a little bit more pay more attention to the clothes that they wear, and also their surroundings. Sorry, just before I go on, there are 3 other key areas that all of us listening in should pay a little bit of attention to is that the biggest challenge for organizations today is trust between the team leader, the manager, and the agent. So that's one key area that we need to focus on, and how trust is earned. Trust is earned from both sides, from management as well as the agent. So it is a two-way process.
Okay.
And engagement and presenteeism and mental. So what we also have, if I might actually go back here, is to show you some important, I won't go through some of the data, but oops, sorry. I want to, one day we'll, Andy, one day we can talk about some of these things that the data that we have, what people are doing globally, and some of the challenges for hybrid and remote work that some of your members and people would like to hear. But just for today, I want to basically draw attention to the fact that now there are some global remote work standards from the International Labour Organization, from the UN, from WHO, and a lot of governments across Asia, across Australia, New Zealand, the US, and other parts of the world, where they are specifying what needs to be in place. Because for instance, if you don't have, if I just go back a little bit, if we go back to this slide here, where was it? Where was that? I'm just trying to find this slide, but yeah, where is it? Oh, hang on. Apologies. I can't find the slide that I was looking for because it's going through all of this. But what I wanted to point out was that for an individual, there are about 5 key areas that we need to look at from a remote work perspective, and this must be communicated and assessed from an agent's perspective. So the workspace that they have, is it too, again, environmental conditions, is it too hot, too cold, is it too noisy, do they have enough air coming through? Because environmental conditions amount to sometimes 2/3 of your productivity. Right. So if you are too hot, it impacts how many calls you can take or the mistakes that you make, all of that. Yeah. So you got to be a bit more careful with some of those things. Now, I won't go beyond this because I think this is a conversation for some other time. But all I can say is that when you ask the question about BPOs or whether we have agents in-house, the important piece here is to try and understand how remote work capable is the BPO and their agents, and how remote work capable are you and your agents. And that's the challenge, because if you don't know what your remote work capability is, if you have a team of 20, for instance, you'll find some people who are remote work capable, right? The ones in green. There are some people who might need some help, right? And there are some people who cannot work from home. And we need to identify who those are, because across your team, if you have 1,000 people, if you don't understand who the reds are, it's going to impact your productivity. And so that's what we tend to be able to do, is to try and help organizations understand what that might be. I'll stop sharing my screen now and open up for questions.
Okay. And how do you think the organization can control that one?
Andy, we have a tool called Remotability. That is where we get all this data from, where you can actually, where we can, looking at these different motions. So if I might actually go back to this, it might be much easier if I show you what we've done. So in terms of So if you have what organizations can do is there's 180 points, about 170 point checklist for them to understand from an individual's perspective what the workspace is, what the environmental conditions are, what the technology, how they are managing their technology. Insurance and accounting and tax has changed. If you're using contractors, may not apply in some parts of the world, but certainly in some parts of the world, it's very important in terms of how you pay for tax and account if you're doing contract jobs. And then there are issues around personal productivity, mental health, and well-being that I talked about earlier. So if an organization follows this individual, gets their people to do this checklist, they will be able to get an idea of how capable, whether the individual is a red, amber, or green, meaning with them remote work capable. So once you understand that, today organizations are doing different things, but what we are able to do really is to be able to give you one big picture of what that is. Same when it comes to an organization too, because when it comes to an organization, they've also got, there's a 118 point checklist that we use covering things like, employee, how ready or how mature is the employer when it comes to hybrid and remote work, because there are different factors and conditions that are going into this. Secondly, even in terms of work tools and communications, like how are you using your headset? Are you throwing it out? Are you not throwing it out? Directions and instructions on how to use not just headsets, but all the technology that you have given, right? And then also making sure that all the policies that you now have are regularly reviewed and updated all the time. So how can you define absenteeism, right? How can you define what are the policies there? If you're using social media, how should you use it on your company laptop? All of that needs to be defined carefully. And so you will get, if you follow the checklist, you will get a picture of for the organization and for the individuals, and you'll be able to see what that is, and then begin to take action against, or action meaning you can say, look, we have 100 employees that require proper headsets, or there are 100 employees that require some well-being measures, right? So we can actually then begin to target our company resources, management time, and all your team leaders, all will be able to be more focused on agent experience, on managing that experience.
Okay. Thank you, Deepak, for the explanation about that. Yeah. So you have a tools to monitor that one, to to audit, before the implementation of remote working.
Yes.
Okay. It seems that today we have also special promotion for the Poly. So I want to invite Ibu Devi to explain what is the promotion for today.
Okay, hello everyone. Yeah.
Before
I will
year
just share. Yes.
before year end, so Poly have a special promotion for you. So if you want to change your headset, this is the time for you. So go ahead, Bu Devi.
Okay. I will just share the promo that Poly has. Okay. Yes. Everyone can see my.
Yes,
slide.
yes, sure.
Okay. Yeah. It actually. Yeah. It's because Kinson has been already. I'm so sorry because can I speak in Indonesia because the audience may be from Indonesia. Is it okay for Deepak and Kinson
Yeah.
if I speak in Indonesia? So yeah, we can have a better
Sure.
understanding about the promo ya. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Okay.
That's all right.
Ya, mungkin tadi udah dijelaskan sama Kinson terkait dengan functionnya gitu ya dari produknya Poly. Nah, kita mungkin di sini sedang ada promo nih untuk teman-teman di ICCA member. Jadi setelah kita memang merger level up with HP dan Poly, apalagi tadi mungkin Vincent juga sudah beberapa kali demo gitu ya, kalau misalnya headset kita itu bisa dibelok-belokkan dan memang yang paling penting itu adalah cara pemakaian ya Pak Andi ya. Jadi headsetnya sebagus apapun, kalau misalnya cara pemakaian, pembersihan, dan perawatan itu memang tidak dipelajari gitu ya, itu akan susah sekali kita memang untuk mengkeep headset kita sampai masa warantinya habis gitu ya. Waranti kita habis biasanya sih 2 tahun, one to one replacement gitu ya. Kerusakan mic sama kerusakan speaker gitu ya, dan itu akan otomatis diganti nih kalau sama Poly. Jadi untuk teman-teman nih yang di contact center, kita ada potongan harga sampai 50%. Sampai
Oh,
50% ya. Jadi memang diskonnya sampai 50%. Ini periode promonya dari November sampai Desember. Nah, ini yang masa headset teman-teman yang udah pada, oh udah mau habis nih warantinya gitu ya. Atau enggak mungkin mau tukar tambah gitu ya. Kita juga akan bersedia ada beberapa SK syarat dan ketentuan tertentu gitu ya. Tapi kalau ini memang khusus untuk potongan harga sampai 50% Pak Andi ya, untuk dari November sampai Desember 2023 nih hanya 2 bulan. Di bawahnya juga sudah ada nih harga normalnya sekitar 3 juta sekian. Kalau misalnya dipotong 50% kan hanya 1, sekian gitu ya Pak Andi ya. Jadi itu
ya.
mungkin cukup fantastis kalau misalnya teman-teman di contact center pada tahu untuk harganya si Plantronics kalau dulunya ya, kalau sekarang Poly gitu ya, di diskon 50% itu mungkin harusnya sih menarik gitu ya untuk bisa digunakan. Tadi juga udah dijelaskan oleh Kinsen terkait dengan function headset contact center. Jadi kalau misalnya teman-teman pada berminat, di bawah juga ada bisa kontak promo di email saya devi.rahayu@hp.com atau ada nomor handphone juga 0815 111 690 gitu ya. Atau mungkin mau di full di tempatnya Pak Andi, kalau Pak Andi tidak keberatan gitu ya Pak ya.
Ya,
Itu
silakan.
bisa ya Pak ya, gitu ya. Nah, tidak hanya ini gitu ya, untuk setiap pembelian 25 unit dengan menggunakan ini akan mendapatkan 1 unit headset Unified Communication yang saya pakai nih, Voyager 52 gitu ya. Jadi nanti kalau misalnya ada pembelian 25 unit, teman-teman mungkin maaf untuk di company atau mungkin di sekitar gitu ya bisa mendapatkan 1 headset Voyager 52 untuk kerja di mana aja. Tadi mungkin juga udah dijelaskan gitu ya. Nah, mungkin itu aja terkait promonya. Kalau ada pertanyaan silakan.
Ini kayak punya saya ya, headset.
eh oh, Bapak itu udah lama, Pak. Kalau yang
Lama
terbaru
ya.
mungkin yang ini, Pak, Voyager
That's true.
52. Ya,
Oh, okay.
betul.
Still using this one, ya.
Susah rusak ya, Pak ya, itu, Pak.
Sudah
Itu udah 10
rusak
tahun
main.
lebih loh, Pak.
Oh, 10 tahun lebih ya. Oh,
Ya, jadi memang
this is
di
Vincent said that this is 10 years already. So I keep using this one.
This one should be maybe 5 or 4 years. Yeah.
Okay.
Iya,
So
karena kalau
I
di
I need to look for a new one to change. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any what is upgrade version?
Yeah. Which Debbie is using? The 5200.
Yes,
Yeah.
ini yang
This one.
baru Pak.
Yes.
Kalau itu Voyager Age kayaknya, itu it's supposed to be more than 5 years, I guess, Kinson. So
Yeah.
I remember that I entered Plantronics. It's already 6 years ago, and it's it's already there, I guess, for the si Voyager Age gitu ya. It's more than 6 year, I guess. But this one, it's quite long also, but it's our favorite. I mean, like, yeah, it is not only active noise cancelling, I guess. They have like wind smart technology, that can like blow out the sound of like wind, something like that.
Okay.
Correct.
Thank you, Bu Devi.
Ya,
Thank
terima
you.
kasih semuanya.
Jika ada yang ingin bertanya, silakan. Please, if you have any question, the back here have talking about the remote agent and Kinson talking about the headset technology and Bu Devi talking about the promotion for headset Poly. Yeah. So if you have question, please If not, maybe we can conclude. So I give time to Kinson to conclude what we discussed today and Deepak as well. Is it okay?
Yeah, sure. Actually, what I want to say is, nowadays the world has been changed because of pandemics and also because of the technology. Actually, we are not only focusing on one single point. Before, maybe for selling headset, we are always emphasizing the noise cancellation of the microphone of the headset and how durable our headset is. Nowadays, we are more focusing on actually as today's topic, the user experience and how we using the headset to protect, the users, and also what is the solutions that we are helping the management to cater the issue from the new world. So actually, from my presentation, you will also feel that actually Pauline Lau is not only a headset provider, not only providing the hardware, but we care about the management tools and care about the protection to the users. So this is the changing of the world. This is more what I would like to share to you today. And if you have any further questions or you want to deep dive to our management tools, just please feel free to reach me or Deppy. Actually, we can have a dedicated meeting, dedicated call for our solutions. Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kinson and Deepak.
All right. Well, look, I just want to reconfirm really what Kinson just said, because the world has changed, and after COVID, it has changed substantially. And we now need new tools, just like the way we've seen the Poly headset change and focus on more care, more protection, more driven towards productivity. That has been our focus. What we really need to understand is that there are many elements today to this hybrid environment. So it's technology, it's health and safety, it's mental health and safety, it's the way we manage things, it's all changed. And the good thing is that technology providers, as well as software vendors like ourselves, have moved with the times to provide organizations with the tools needed to support their frontline staff, as well as the organization itself. It's now up to the organization to actually move with the times to support themselves and their team. So anyone wanting to reach out to us, both Kinson and myself, I think our emails are up there in the chat. Please feel free to do that. You can also find us on LinkedIn. You can find me on LinkedIn as well. If you want to search, please feel free to reach out. And any questions that you might have about managing or understanding this whole remote work from not just technology, but from management and well-being, please feel free to reach out. So thank you, Andy and Mika, for the opportunity to share what's really important from our perspective in terms of remote work. And Kinson, I learned quite a lot too. I hope I'll get my headset as well soon.
Yeah. Sure. Of course.
Thank you once again, Andy.
Thank you, Deepak.
Okay, thank you.
And thank you.
It's time for us to have discussion for this. Hopefully, this discussion will be help you to decide about the remote working and also agent experience using headset. We are not talking all about the agent experience because today we don't have a technology for the application and so on. But of course, a little bit talking about that, how remote working to combine and headset as well. Hopefully, we'll have all participants to better better tools for agent, so it's better experience. Of course, at the end, hopefully help customer to better understanding what really need from the contact center. Thank you very much for this
Thank you.
webinar. See you next time, and next week we'll have another talk about the AI. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you, Deepak.
Cheers, Andy. Bye.
Yeah.